August 2021, Yeat officially went viral with his song Get Busy. The track was released on his album Up To Me in September, and the song found its way to TikTok, making it go up even further. Yeat is currently still blowing up and has received co-signs from Drake, The Weeknd, Lil Yachty, and many more. And one of his most recent albums featured Young Thug, Gunna, and even got the number 4 spot on the Billboard's album chart. But before this, Yeat was dropping consistently on SoundCloud and making hits with artists in the scene like Summers, Autumn, Can, and many more. Yeat came up amongst these artists, but why haven't they gotten that same label push and mainstream look like Yeat? So today we're gonna figure that out. So Faygo, the 19-year-old rapper, went viral with his single Knock Knock that was produced by Lil Tecca. He's received cosigns from Travis Scott, who shouted him out many times on Instagram and streams his music. Faygo has over 270k on Instagram currently and 2.5 million listeners on Spotify. While those are amazing numbers, So Faygo is definitely supposed to be way bigger than what he is, I'm not even gonna lie. Many fans thought he was on that level of Yeat when it came to the scene, but once album sales dropped in 2021, it was very, very clear that Yeat was just on a level of his own. So Faygo's highly anticipated album Pink Tape was released and sold 10k. Just fucking 10k, isn't that crazy? Many fans believe that he shouldn't have waited so long and trying to be like Cardi and make people wait for him while he was still on his come up kinda like arc. Yeat's album definitely blew us out the water. It sold 35k earlier that year. Honestly though, I liked So Faygo's album when it dropped, and he had some really great songs on there, but the promo definitely wasn't that good. And like I said, he probably should have dropped a lot earlier on while he was still in the prime of his hype. But we're gonna move on to the next rapper on this list. Fort Worth, Texas rapper Jace is 100% one of the most versatile rappers in the underground scene with multiple different flows, sounds, and beats. After dropping his first song in 2019, he's released 14 projects since then. He got a buzz in December 2021 when he dropped Come Here. The video has reached 1.9 million views on YouTube, and after this he dropped 556 Green Tip, which would really put him on the map, reaching 3 million views on YouTube. He has multiple different songs with Summers, Can, Desire, and different Slave Roll members. Out of everybody on this list, Jace was definitely supposed to be that next one, I think, after Yeat to get some mainstream attention, but unfortunately, an event that happened between him and Summers would put his career at a very unfortunate halt. Jace and Summers would basically do a drill, and once the carpet started to come on the two, Jace would unfortunately spill the beans on the situation, ultimately being labeled as a snitch. Great music came from this, but unfortunately kicked him from that mainstream push because Chicago rapper G Herbo was supposed to hop on the 556 remix, but unfortunately it never ended up coming out. Jace is still very relevant within the scene and dropping consistently, but his frequent beef with many of the other rappers in the scenes and this label, unfortunately he'll probably never reach that level of Yeat. But he's still very relevant in the scene. Like I said, he's extremely popular on TikTok and other social media platforms, and honestly I don't see him never not dropping a fucking song. So I think Jace will be fine. On to the next rapper on this list. Summers and Autumn are like basically the godfathers of this plug and B shit and aesthetic. Pretty much anything you see that involves the sound started with these two, and they've only further improved since they started. Autumn initially was producing beats under the name Trap God Benji, but it was only until he met Summers is when he started to create his own music, and has been history ever since. The two met in 2016 when Summers reached out to Autumn for a beat, and these two will go on to create 3 EPs together and various features. Both Autumn and Summers have built their fan bases independently and created a die-hard fan base. Autumn currently isn't signed today and does all his tours and drops independently, so he probably would never get that mainstream look, but he's extremely viral on TikTok and Instagram, so it's more of if you know, you know with Autumn. He currently has 1.2 million monthly listeners on Spotify, and he just recently dropped an album called Midnight Club. So Autumn is doing pretty fine without that mainstream push. He might never get on that level of Yeat, but Autumn is still extremely popular. Summers, on the other hand, just recently signed, but also has a lot of controversy surrounding his name. He just recently had a situation with Homicide Gang, a group of artists under Playboi Carti's Opium label, and dropped a diss track on them. He released an album since then called What We Didn't Have and currently has 990,000 monthly listeners. He got a feature from Trippie Redd called Biggest Bird, and it's on YouTube right now, and it has 2.6 million views. Summers definitely has been working and staying relevant within the stream, and other than Yeat, he might be the closest to touch the mainstream from the underground, but he still has a long way to go if he wants to get there. Will he ever do it? Personally, I don't fucking know, but even if he does or doesn't, I'm still gonna enjoy Summers either way. I'm not gonna be like Yeat, I'll always be dick riding in his comments, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I be doing the most. With that being said, none of these artists have to reach Yeat's level to be considered successful. All the people I named have sold out shows, got looks from other mainstream artists, money, and have diehard fan bases. I personally just hope they continue to stay consistent and relevant in their spaces and keep giving us fans great music.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure you turn on the post notifications, like, comment, subscribe, and I'ma see you on the next video, man. Peace.